Hey guys, it's Tali and welcome back to my corner of the internet. Today I am going to go through sort of a mini July TBR, but also a sort of call out to myself to read for the next month, maybe month and a half, some books from some very close friends that I just really haven't gotten into, and one of them started YouTube and has been doing so much productivity, so I'm like, I need to get my butt moving when it comes to these books. Some of them I've had on my shelves for over a year, if not longer, so shame on me. I will start with this one. So these, I was given a gift card by two of my close friends. They're a couple, and I was able to get 3 books of this series for that gift card, and so I've read the first one and absolutely loved it, so thank you to Tom and Taz. I loved this one and Anthony did too. We have book number 2 and 3, and I think I bought 4 on my own a little while after it came out. It is about a small back alley coffee shop which has one table, or like one chair that can take you to the past. The 2 rules were the person had to come to the coffee shop at some point, and you have to leave the situation before the coffee gets cold. It is whimsical, it is magical, and it deals with so much human emotions. The second story, called Husband and Wife, and the final story, Mother and Child, that's it, are beautiful. They had me in tears. I was absolutely destroyed. I think for about 2 days after this, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I often really think about it when it comes to how magical this concept is. This book was a great introduction to Japanese literature. Obviously I hope to read it in pure Japanese one day, but for now I'm enjoying translated versions, and yeah, so I'm excited to read the next 2. Those will probably be the easiest to finish because they're not something brand new. It's like continuation of a series, and I sort of have that motivation. The next one is from a lovely nursing friend, Mystic Me, and it is by Maya Abraham, and it is called Spice Road. Also, look how beautiful it is. It is set in a kingdom where whoever controls the spice controls the kingdom. In the hidden desert of Qualia, secret spice magic awakens affinities in those who drink the Misra tea. With her affinity for iron, 17-year-old Imani can wield a dagger like no one, and has a reputation as the next greatest shield, battling jinn, ghouls, and other monsters spread across the sands. But ever since her brother was discovered stealing the nation's coveted spice, a telltale sign of magical obsession, and disappeared into the deadly wastes, her reputation has been destroyed. Despite Athea's betrayal, there isn't a day that goes by where she doesn't grieve him. She discovers that her brother might be alive and spreading the nation's magic to outsiders. Desperate to find him and to protect him, she joins a mission to find him. Accompanied by Taha, a beast seer who enthralls and enrages her in equal magic, Imani soon discovers that many secrets go beyond the wastes and her heart. Caught between her duty to her nation and her love for her brother, she must decide where her loyalties lie. Maeve knows me very well. This is something we do. She borrows a lot of the books that I will recommend to her, because we both have really specific tastes when it comes to fantasy, and we share a love for Asian literature. a couple. I read Immortal Longings recently by Chloe Gong, and that was amazing. She read it first. So it'll be interesting. It also has a blurb from the box set over there, the author called Lynette Noni, who is the Prison Healer trilogy's author. This series is amazing, like from what I've heard, so it's good to see that someone else is enjoying it, and yeah, I'm excited to read that. The next ones are from the friend who started YouTube recently and kind of has pushed me I guess to get back into this a little bit. I mean, I started my Instagram recently to get back onto booktube, but for me this will be interesting. So this first one is called Madame Bovary. It is a French, I think it's French. Yeah, it is by Gustave Flaubert, and it's translated. It talks about the realities of married life in a provincial town, which sort of fall short of Emma Bovary's expectations. To fill the void, she goes on affairs and impetuous spending on luxuries she's dreamed of. But when her debts are called in, she must face the reality of the consequences. This, I believe, an impact because I love Pride and Prejudice and historical novels, and it's so pretty. Can we just, yeah. We know, like, we're not meant to judge books by cover, but we totally do. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this one. I think I've seen a few people talk about it, but not recently. It was a long time ago. As sort of something that if you want to get into, I guess, more complicated or like more diverse, like, literatures, not just set in England in terms of Regency or older. I love historical fiction, but I really want to read more classics and things like that. So that'll be good motivation for that. And then I've got a much hated, but I believe, yeah, my friend basically wrote a big blurb on it, basically to say that this is one of her favorite books, and I think from most people know what it's about. I'm going into it blind, but I know that a lot of people don't like the main character, Holden. And I recently saw Emmy Books talking about it as like one of her #1 books, and how much she loves sort of the story and what pity she feels for the main character. So it'll be interesting. I don't really want to go too much in that because I kind of want to go into it blind to not sort of force expectations or anything. This last one is Catch-22. This is also a war novel. It's set in the closing months of the World War, story of a bombardier. Yossarian, who is furious because thousands of people he has never met are trying to kill him. His real problem is not the enemy, it's his own army, which keeps increasing the numbers of missions men must fly to complete their service. If Yossarian makes any attempt to excuse himself from perilous missions, he caught in a catch-22. If he flies, he is crazy and doesn't have to. But if he doesn't want to, he must be sane and has to. There's some catch. So that one I've heard a lot, like you sort of need to also kind of go in blind and not really know, because I've heard it really does try to make you think. I think, again, like, these are books that I would not have picked for myself, but they are also up to my tastes. I've known Nim for a long time, and as long as I've known her, we've both been very, very passionate readers, and it's something that we've connected on for, God, probably nearly 10 years. And so it'll be interesting to see, like, sort of how these novels sort of give me perspective as well on, like, what she thought, and it'll be great to talk to her about them. I believe she's, also started YouTube recently for poetry and stuff, so if you're into that, I will link it below. But because I love supporting friends, especially girls supporting girls. The last 2 books for July will be Free Bastards, which I'm currently reading as of June 27th. So if I'm not finished that, it'll be in there. But also book 13 of The Wheel of Time, Towers of Midnight, and A Memory of Light, the last one. Those are the 2 major audiobooks I'll be reading, and then I'll probably be doing some ebooks in between. I have a lot there that I borrowed from Kindle Unlimited at the moment. It's currently buried by books, so. But that's basically it for this video. I just sort of wanted to film like a little, I guess, light video after the bigger one I posted. And something that I think people will like, I'm not sure. I probably will also do a reading vlog so that my friends can see like a live reaction of how I go. But that'll probably be a longer time before it's released. So yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys next week.